As I stated, guys, before, it's going down, man. It's official. I was hoping it didn't go this way. I was hoping that our state would recognize, what's happening in L.A. and Portland and New York and what's happening just in D.C. and how everything's changing and how everything was moving forward. And they got National Guard and all these other um, entities, agencies, federal agencies working together, and other states now. It's pooling. Other states now are coming in together, send National Guards there. So you got Homeland Security, National Guard, you got all this, and then when I was hearing the president was gonna let them carry National Guard carry arms now, you know, this is crazy. So basically, with this back and forth between states, government, and federal government, they're fighting each other, and seems to be uh, accelerating. And now Washington has received his letter. The governor Bob Ferguson has spoke at the Capitol about not backing down, and I just it's amazing to see the federal law. I always thought mostly the federal law and the state law work together, especially when it's about laws that's already on the books, laws that's coincide with the United States, and the citizens voted for these laws, things that happen, and what's happening across the nation. It's just it's crazy. It's amazing to see what's happening. And like I told people, my constituents in my group, said, get ready, get prepared. If this does happen the way I think it's going to happen, like what's happened with the governor in Boston, the mayor in Boston, and what's happening, and it seems to be correlating directly with the same thing that was happening in Boston over here in Washington. It's going to be some situations that's coming here that we're not ready for as citizens. We already see what's happening in LA. We already see what's happening in DC. The crime rates. We've been comfortable here for a long time. We haven't been really bothered that much with what we've been watching all over the United States, but not in Washington. It's been here a little, but not at the ratio that's in other states, and not at the perpetual building, and what the Attorney General directly said to our states and sanctuary cities, what they're going to do, and they're doing it, and quite naturally, it's going to come here. So I'm just a little uncomfortable with what's happening. I hope our governor has what he's planning on doing, and what is not going to affect us in a. It's going to affect, but I hope it's not in a long term way, the citizens of the state of Washington. But we'll wait to see. Um, so without further ado, let's watch this video and find out what the governor has said, and tell me your view.
Governor Bob Ferguson says Washington will not be bullied by the feds and their threats. He says the state's values are at stake.
Let me be very clear. Washington State will not be bullied or intimidated by threats and legally baseless accusations.
Surrounded by state legislators, agency directors, even Seattle Mayor Bruce Harrell, Governor Bob Ferguson fired back at U.S. Attorney General Pam Bondi.
Pam Bondi seems to believe that cavalierly citing criminal statutes and personally threatening me, a democratically elected governor, will result in compromising the values of my state. That is not going to happen.
Washington State in 2019 passed the Keep Washington Working Act, which prohibits state and local law enforcement from working with federal immigration officials. Last week, AG Bondi sent letters to state and local officials around the country accusing them of policies and practices that impede federal immigration operations. Bondi's letter to Governor Ferguson said, quote, "Your jurisdiction has been identified as one that engages in sanctuary policies and practices that thwart federal immigration enforcement to the detriment of the interests of the United States. This ends now."
I'm Representative Julio Cortez, an immigrant, and
Yeah, so the government there it goes spelled out in letter form and read to us that the federal government feels that these sanctuary states and cities are thwarting their efforts to deal with migration, uh, crime, and homelessness, and a lot of other vagrancies things happening in the cities and states across the union. So I don't know. I just if this what I'm thinking is going to be some court going back and forth to court on this issue, and then from there, like they wrote out in D.C. I think D.C. is the first major city in the union that they took it to the next level besides L.A. and they're gonna roll this out all over the nation eventually. Um, we see what they started like in one city. They started with the transportation, um, catching undocumented and migrants at bus stations, bus depots, greyhounds, and selling them off, and they're doing it all across the nation now. So it's like once they find something and the administration, government, U.S. government administration figures it works out for the best or betterment of the citizens of the country, then they move forward on that, and they seem to have a package what's working well now and it's like a coordinated effort to get this out here to the people. This is for us guys, citizens. It's like the powers that be are fighting each other. State power and federal power is fighting each other. We're citizens. I see a lot of changes happen out there. I'm just one person. I don't know your opinion. If you have an opinion about it, you see changes happening out, robberies, vandalism, all kind. We already have some things, but at the higher level now. So, what is your opinion? Leave a comment, response, dislike, but leave a comment down below. Subscribe to the channel. Wait to hear from you. That's without further ado. Let's finish this last little bit of this news report.
Vice Chair of the Latino Democratic Caucus.
Born in Mexico, State Representative Julio Cortez says the Washington law protects hardworking people in the state.
It ensures that when a parent drives their kid to school, when a worker gets to their job site, or when someone calls 911 in an emergency, that help will come without fear that help will come with handcuffs and deportation.
State Senator Lisa Wellman, the sponsor of the Keep Washington Working Act, says the state should play no role in immigration enforcement.
It is the responsibility of the federal government, who now just got how many billions of dollars more to do their job. Do your damn job and leave us the hell alone.
The state's Republican Party chair, State Representative Jim Walsh, said the governor is putting essential functions of state government at risk in order to perpetuate a foolish political fight. Walsh compared the Democrats' stance today as the Confederate Party's approach back during the Civil War. In Olympia, Drew Mickelson, King 5 News.
Feeling lonely and looking
guys,
for a significant...
I kind of understand what the Republican Party was saying. I believe in law and order, and I think there should be some things addressed here that can work together, because we don't want funding to leave the state of Washington at the federal level. That's a lot of funding, and we have already lost a lot of the small businesses across the country. Large businesses here in Washington State. We still have a lot of business here, but we lost a lot of major businesses all up and down the West Coast. They moved to different states, and so it's just amazing to see what's going on, and I hope things shifted. But this is what's happening right now in Washington State. Hope I don't know. This is the beginning, guys. We in the beginning now, and I hope it get better. But I can see from what I view from other states and other major cities, and their stand against the United States federal government. We're in for a long haul. So that was a warning. That was a fair warning. Washington State still their grounds, and the federal government definitely showing us they're standing their ground, and the citizens, American citizens, voted for this. So without further ado, let's find out what's going to happen in the coming weeks, coming days, coming weeks. I hope you enjoyed this. Leave a comment, subscribe, leave your opinion, positive, negative. Let me know how you feeling. Just do not curse. I wait to hear from you. Please subscribe it below.